What's going on, guys? Happy holidays to you, and in this video we're going over 10 landscape photography accessories for all you little good landscape photographers.
And Nikon shooters.
How dare you! I'm hurt like I got stabbed right in the heart. I thought we were only going to make fun of Sony shooters. We agreed on this.
So what we're doing is we're trying to stay away from cameras and lenses and just focus on accessories.
Yeah, something that Chris, things that Chris and I both use out in the field. Accessory number one. This to me is probably the most important on this list. Chris and I both do not go out in the field without it, and that is the L bracket. There's a couple of different brands that we use. What we'll do is all of these will be linked down in the description. They will all be Amazon affiliate links. But this here, we do not leave the house without. There is not a trip we go on without this. So usually they'll come in a few different sizes. This one is one that I use. They have one that's a little bit taller for people who shoot with the cinder blocks. I mean the Canon 1DX.
Hey!
And then there's ones like this for normal people like you and I who shoot any kind of mirrorless, or I shoot the Nikon D850. Most DSLRs, unless you have the big cameras like the 1DX2 that Chris has. There may be a couple other sizes. You have to just kind of see what your camera will take. Just kind of do their measurements. They'll usually have the measurements on the L brackets themselves. But the thing with these is they are invaluable in the field. When you're trying to move from landscape composition to vertical, you don't have to move your tripod. You don't have to do that thing where you lower the ball head down to the side. You can just take the camera off the tripod, flip it vertical without changing your composition, which is a huge deal. It makes it so fast, and it's extremely efficient.
Accessory number two is a Swiss Army knife, and as it happened to be, I own one because I'm Swiss, so you're supposed to have a Swiss Army knife or a multi-tool. And what these can do is they can save your life. They can help you get cactus out of your shoes. They also have screwdrivers, and they can help you tighten the L bracket that Mike just showed in the accessory number one. So you may know the term jack of all trades, and a Swiss Army knife is definitely a jack of all trades. You even have little tweezers in there and a toothpick, and then probably the rest you already know, like the knife. And then you also have a corkscrew in there if you're a wine drinker, which is very important for the Swiss people. And anyway, this is the Swiss Army knife.
Okay, Christmas gift idea number three. This here is the WACOM tablet. I edit everything with this. I do not use a mouse. This is my mouse. For me, this is a huge deal when post-processing. It's very intuitive, and this is a Bluetooth, so I can actually do it wireless, or I can, there's a little plug in here, I can plug it into the computer, into the USB. And to me, it's pressure sensitive. It works really well in Photoshop and Lightroom. It works as a mouse for anything else. And I never do post-processing without this. This is a small one. This is the smallest one they have. I think it's like $60 or $70. It's pretty cheap. I take it with me when I travel. And once I started using this, it took me a couple of tries. Once I got used to it, I can't imagine post-processing without it. It's just like drawing. It's like painting. Anytime you're using brushes or any kind of gradient filters or anything absolutely in Photoshop, I do not do without the Wacom tablet.
Christmas gift idea number four is these little cases, and what this is a memory card holder, and they come in like different sizes for your CF cards or for your SD cards. Mike also has, these are yours, so Mike also has another one which are for the XQD cards and for the SD cards. So depending on what kind of camera you have, or if you're also having like a drone or something like that, then you have these handy little things. They're also waterproof,
yes.
So your cards are well secured in these.
Christmas gift number five. These two products here, which is actually going to be one product, is Goal Zero. Goal Zero makes these battery banks. Now they come in all different sizes. This one, I believe, the small one is the Venture 30. This is perfect for traveling, hiking, and it just pretty much stores energy. You can charge it with a wall charger, or it comes in a kit, a solar kit like this here. Perfect. And actually has a solar panel. So with this solar panel, you can sit it out in the sun and you can charge your Venture 30 battery bank here with it, or you can plug your batteries directly into it and charge the solar, take the solar panel and just charge your batteries directly, or you can charge this and take it with you. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. They come with different ports. They have a USB port, they have a micro port. There's this one I take with me whenever I am traveling, like in an airport. I'll just charge this before I leave, and this is great for when you go into the airport and you're seeing everybody crowded around the 3 power stations that are in there. You can just kind of go wherever you want, because this thing will charge my phone probably 6 or 7 times fully charged from empty. So it's great to have. It comes with the cables itself, and if you're out hiking or camping, you're not going to be in where you're going to have power for a while. These little Nomad 7, I believe this one is great. It comes with these cords you can charge in SD. I'm sorry, a USB, or it has a USB, a 12 volt, and something called the Guide 10, which I'm not really sure what it is. But anyway, you can charge straight from here, or you can just kind of plug this in here, charge it that way. Either way, it's very handy to have in case of emergencies, or if you want to keep your batteries or your phone charged and things like that.
Just as a little side note, this system doesn't work for my 1DX because it's a real camera, so it reels real electricity. No, it doesn't work with the 12 volt or with the USB. So I'm dependent on electricity, and I can't do it with the Goal Zeros.
Yes, she actually shoots. They actually have to put a car battery inside the 1DX for it to work.
So number 6 is this battery holder by the brand Think Tank. And what you can do with that is you can hold up to 4 batteries. These are Mike's Nikon batteries, and especially if you're shooting multiple cameras, you usually take multiple batteries with you, and you can have them all in here, and it's well organized, and they're protected from dust or like a little bit of water, I guess. And yeah, it's just very neat to have and organize your camera batteries.
Yeah, you don't want them falling around your bag everywhere in your luggage. Or you got to change them out and you don't know where to put them. Instead of just throwing them away, you can just put them back into here. What I usually do is I will take the batteries and turn them one way, the ones that are charged, and the ones that I put back in that aren't charged, I'll just flip them around the other way, put them back in. That way I know that these ones are charged, these ones aren't. Keeps it very, like I said, very organized. Okay guys, accessory number 7 is a clip made by Peak Design. This clip is really handy if you're the type of photographer that likes to go hike and have their camera on them somewhere. They can come up and just take a photo really fast, maybe even a wildlife photographer. This clip kind of is really nice. It comes with an Arca Swiss, an attachment to it. So if you don't have an L bracket or don't need one, if you're carrying around something like this, you're probably not going to use a tripod. But nice, it slides right in, and then it has a little release button here. You can just take it right off. It can go onto your belt. It can go onto a camera strap. It makes for really fast access if you need it, if you're out hiking with your friends, or if you're more of a travel photographer type, maybe out in the street or something like that. You have your camera ready. You don't have to have it in your backpack and then set it down and get it out and things like that. It's a really nice little clip, and Peak Design has a lot of really nice accessories, with camera straps and all kind of modular systems that work together. So actually pretty nice.
Accessory number 8 is this cleaning kit that comes with a little dust blower and also some cleaning solution for your lenses. That thing...
A lens pen.
A lens pen. And then over here some cleaning wax for the sensor. And what I would suggest is that you also have a microfiber cloth with this set, because they're fantastic. They can soak up a lot of water, especially if it's raining, or if it's snowing, and you just have to constantly wipe your lens. And it's also a very soft material that won't scratch your lens. Mm-hmm.
Soaks up water very well. It's a lot better than just a regular lens cloth. Regular lens cloths can be okay. Sometimes there's some good ones, that, you know, maybe wipe off a little bit of dust here and there, but the microfiber works well in all conditions: dusty, rain, snow, all that kind of stuff, water spray from oceans and waves and things like that. So highly recommend a high quality lens cloth. We'll put this obviously down in the description right next to the repair kit. Cleaning kit. Okay guys, number 9 on our gift idea list is going to be the LUME Cube. The LUME Cube is one of my favorite accessories, especially for landscape photography, especially for astrophotography. It is a great tool for light painting. It's so bright, it's waterproof. It comes with like 10 different levels of brightness. It comes with a red light, a flashing light, and they have the new, this is the older style, they have the new 2.0 that's a little bit nicer. I guess the lights are a little bit brighter. Doesn't get as hot because these can get a little hot, but the new ones, like I said, are really, really nice. Okay guys, so this is waterproof, so you can put it underwater with the light on to kind of maybe do some cool light painting underwater, maybe astrophotography or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's all kinds of creative ways you can do with this thing. So the new 2.0 is much better. Like I said, you can put gels on this. I think the light is actually much better. Highly recommend it, very handy and very, very bright.
Item number 10 is actually an app that you can download in your app store, and it's called the Photopills app. So what you can do with that, you can track sunrise, sunset times, moonrise, moonset times. I think you can even have it in the future and kind of figure out where the sunrise is on a specific date, right?
Yes, absolutely. You can check a day, a month, or even a year ahead of time to see what time the sun sets, the sun rises, what moon phase it is, when the Milky Way is going to rise. And then when you get on location, you can actually hold it up and you can see where the sun is going to be, where it is now, the arc of it, the moon, the Milky Way, all that kind of stuff. You can do all of that with this Photopills app. You can do exposure times. So if you want to slap a 10-stop ND filter on, you can do your calculations to tell you what your shutter speed would be when you change it, 10 different stops. You can do, it gives you star trail times, all kinds of stuff. And the app is absolutely amazing. It takes, what 10 or 15 different apps could do, and it combines them all into one. And to me, it's valuable. It's worth the money to spend on that particular app because it does everything.
Okay guys, that's a wrap. All the links to the products we mentioned are in the links below. And have a very Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Feuille Nacht!